Welcome back to Unrelated Minds.
Welcome back.
Today, we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories.
Whoa.
Yeah. Was 9/11 an inside job? Was Titanic an inside job?
Was it?
Stay tuned to find out. We're also going to be talking about a little bit about sports, NFL, Mexico, Argentina, football.
Nice.
But yeah, guys, stay tuned and have fun. Welcome back, guys, to Unrelated Minds. I'm Aziel.
I'm Ezri.
I'm Aziel. All right. So today we're going to go into some conspiracy theories. So we're going to go into kind of two of them. I think it's like one of the biggest conspiracy theories that's like out there.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off with the Titanic. The Titanic. You
guys like that movie?
The movie? I was like, everybody knows that story. It's like everybody's watched the movie.
You know, it was filmed in a pool?
It's filmed in a pool.
Yeah.
I thought it was filmed in the Arctic.
No.
They all just threw all the actors into the Arctic Ocean.
Have you guys seen that video or like that picture? It's all like they're like in a pool, right, filming, and then some guy's like, what, they did it in a pool with like 95-degree water? He's like, yeah, like what'd you think, they were in ice cold Arctic water? But,
to make it more realistic, bro,
Yeah,
so the actors could portray the feeling.
Dude, that's crazy. Dude, that reminds me,
they're
dude.
like freezing, like for real.
Dude, that reminds me. It's kind of off topic, but me and my family were watching Avatar, like the blue people Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's one of my the blue people. Yeah, not the other Avatar. And we were watching like the part where they're like in space, pretty much. Yeah,
Fire.
like they were outside of Earth. They were in like in a spaceship, and it was like something like that. And then one of my family members was like, "Oh, that looks so crazy," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you know like the reason they took so long on this movie is because they had to build the spaceships and they had to film in space?" And she was like, "No way!
Wait, who?
That's crazy!"
No.
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's why it took so long to make this movie, and that's why it's so good."
They actually got blue people too. Tall blue people.
Yeah,
we
they're
got
trying
that.
to find a new alien race.
Get all the people that are 8 feet tall and painted them blue.
Gave them
Yeah.
tails and
Everything, dude. Anyways, that was off topic, but
yeah, let's go.
so yeah, Titanic. So everybody knows Titanic. On April 14th, 1912. That's when the Titanic sank around midnight-ish. And about 1,500 people died of the 2,000 passengers, 2,200 passengers and crew.
Wait, 1,500?
1,500 people died,
Dang.
or so they say.
Oh.
Somebody
Faked their death or what?
So yeah, that's what we're gonna go into. So there's a couple of theories.
Okay.
It's like 3 or 4
Okay.
theories surrounding it. There's one that's really dumb.
Should we start off with that one?
So I want to start off with
Okay.
that one because the other ones are like, oh, like, okay,
It could be true.
That could be true. But this one's just kind of really out there. Okay,
Alright.
so I don't know if you guys have seen it. So one of the reasons that people think the Titanic sank was because of a mummy.
I saw that, like a mummy curse, no, something like that.
Yeah. Have
I
you heard of
saw
that
it.
one? Aziel? No?
No.
Okay. So here's kind of the gist of that one because this one's
Okay.
kind of dumb. So there's this guy, and this is kind of like all in England.
Mm-hmm.
They discovered like the tomb of someone, and they took like the ¿cómo se dice?
Oh, the casket.
The
or whatever?
casket. Yeah, they took the casket, started selling it. Whoever came into contact, that's a different conspiracy about that. But whoever came into contact with the casket would die, like eventually, like kind of almost right away, I think. So people are saying that one of the reasons it died is because one guy purchased it and wanted to bring the casket to the United States on the Titanic. So they're saying he brought it on, and it was just a curse, and ended up that's literally the reason why.
Dang.
But I mean, it's easily disproved because there was nothing in the remains of the Titanic, the ship.
Okay.
So and it's not even there. They have it somewhere else. But
Okay.
yeah, that one is kind of dumb one. I was like, because of the mummy's curse, the
mummy's
Titanic
curse.
sank. So
I don't know. I think it could be true.
yeah, that one's the true one.
They wanted
What if the government is hiding it from us?
They wanted to make another mummy movie.
And they're gonna make it around the
But
Titanic.
They ran out of ideas.
They didn't. They couldn't.
Oh,
Wait, what's his name?
wait. Talking about movies, did you guys see that? Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
I was gonna say we should talk about it, but I didn't bring it up.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we could do this quick Marvel take real quick.
Wolverine
Breaking
and Deadpool.
news.
Breaking news.
Wolverine is
We
coming
just
back.
heard
Ryan-
Hugh Jackman is coming back as Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's
Ryan
crazy.
Reynolds also
Yeah.
had to go deep into his body and soul to really be a good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You saw that
his
video? Yeah.
That video's so funny. He was like, "I got nothing."
Yeah,
I
bro,
don't
he's
even
so
know.
funny. Like he's a perfect actor to
Yes,
his
dude.
Deadpool.
Yes,
It's
he
crazy
is. That's why
'cause-
he's still gonna do it,
Yeah.
and he's like the creative mind on the
Oh,
next
really?
one. Yeah, he's
Oh,
very
wow.
very involved
That's
in the
crazy.
Deadpool
Okay.
movie.
And it's crazy
gonna be
because
lit.
every movie he's in, they pretty much ask him to be himself.
Yeah, and he's literally
that's why.
that's how he is.
That's why
and
he's
it's
so good, yeah.
yeah.
All right, but
Anyways, the
Yeah,
Titanic.
yeah. Rest in peace to all those people who died on the Titanic.
Allegedly.
Allegedly died on the Titanic.
Allegedly.
Jack and Rose
It's
too.
Jack and Rose, R.I.P. The door.
Close the door.
Rose survived.
Rose-
Oh, another
She
conspiracy
died
theory.
eventually.
Jack could have fit on the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one.
yeah.
I know, right? Conspiracy theory. That's like all not real. We're all worried about Rose and Jack.
All right, but let's go to the.
Anyways, next ones are kind of like the more believable ones, and I'm sure you
Alright.
guys have heard it. So, the other one is that J.P. Morgan, some very high rich dude from back then, planned the whole disaster just to kill some of his rivals. So back in that time, J.P. Morgan was a very rich guy. He's one of the guys who influenced the Federal Reserve and stuff here in the U.S. But when they were planning that around that time, there's these other guys who supposedly were against it, the Federal Reserve. It's very like political kind of thing.
Yeah.
So because they said they were against it, these three people, J.P. Morgan decided to like make sure that it sunk or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that they would die.
Yeah.
And I think that he was planning it with like this whole board of people.
Wow.
And they were like, oh, I was like, what about the people that are going to die? They're like, nah, they'll get rescued.
It's crazy.
Oh, that worked out well.
That
huh?
worked out very
Really well.
All the people died. And was like, dude, they all died. And it was like, what are you going to do?
The important ones got rescued.
So anyways, yeah, so I guess he planned all of it. He was supposed to be on the Titanic as well,
Oh.
but he canceled his trip
Wait, but is
because he was going to do that.
is
Yeah.
that part true? Like he was supposed to be? on
Yeah,
it?
he was supposed to get he was supposed to be part of the voyage, but he ended up canceling it.
So that
Wow.
kind of like fuels the.
Fuels
Yeah.
the theory,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But there's quite a bit of things to disprove it.
I mean, like, there's so many like things no one knows, and like
Yeah.
hidden things. Like it's crazy to me.
Did you guys see that like recently new video and pictures came out and like better resolution of the Titanic?
Really?
Yeah, and they like found like new stuff or something like
Huh.
that.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
No,
even
I
know.
So like to this day they're still finding out stuff about the
Oh,
Titanic.
okay.
You know?
Dang.
So maybe.
Maybe it's true.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that the Titanic was also an inside job? Like the people that went to go look for it, they were actually like, I can't remember what it was. They were like searching for something, or they were, what was it? I don't know, but Titanic was like the thing they said they were gonna go search for, but they're actually looking for something else.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't
Like
remember
in the
what it was.
Titanic?
No, like there were
Completely different.
yeah, something completely different.
They're looking for treasure.
But they were
Pirates?
They're
Jack
looking
Sparrow.
The lost treasure.
The One Piece. They're
One
like-
Piece.
Oh, you guys
treasure?
do?
No, we didn't watch. I was like,
I'm pretty
The
sure some of
treasure.
you viewers are gonna know. They're looking
like,
for the One Piece. The One Piece. They found the One Piece. Yeah, you guys don't know.
The One Piece, just one coin.
Yeah.
No, the anime One
Yeah,
Piece.
yeah,
No, I know.
Yeah. I just don't know what it means or anything, but yeah.
In my
They
head
were
now,
looking for that.
One Piece in my head now is like a bunch of these pirates trying to find one piece of coin, like
Really?
one coin now.
That's how you view it.
Yeah, now.
No, because we
Yeah.
tied it to the Titanic. Alright, but
okay.
yeah, good conspiracy theory.
Yeah, so that one, yeah, so that one's pretty good. It sounds legit, but they did find like ways to disprove it. But
What if that's an inside job too? Like they
Probably,
planted
bro.
seeds in people.
everything's an inside job, bro.
Have you seen? Have you seen those like people who think everything's a conspiracy theory or everything's a conspiracy?
Like
They
everything's
like
not
literally,
real.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like when doing research, I found this like stand-up comedian who said that his friend like he thinks everything's a conspiracy, and I forgot what he said, but something about Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they named their daughter Blue Ivy or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then that their letters, if you add them up and then subtract one, it's 9/11, and it was an inside job. You
It
know?
was Jay-Z and Beyonce all along.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything's a conspiracy.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I mean, people, they're some crazy people, bro. Think COVID is not real.
It's not.
Some people think Trump is still president somehow.
Oh, that's crazy. No, that's
They're like, no, he's still the president.
We're
Like,
gonna-
literally, he lost. What does he do? He's not president, bro.
We're gonna do a sound thing later, like a video of me doing the
Just add it in there.
just like a
like 5 minutes straight.
Oh my god,
Alright,
dude.
but is there still one more?
Yes, there's one more. And this one's kind of more believable too.
Okay.
So this one theory is that the Titanic actually never sank.
oh,
Yeah, I heard that too.
That the Titanic never sank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this one is more of like a insurance fraud story.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that. Yeah.
So back then in Titanic, around the time of the Titanic, not in the movie. I was thinking of the movie. Back then, so the year's 1912. This is just kind of to build up the story. Year's 1912. World War I actually starts in 1914. So just a couple years after.
Okay.
Actually, that's not part. That's a
interesting.
different one. Actually, let me go into that one real quick. So,
Okay.
because that one's really quick. So this one is that the Titanic was sunk by the Germans. Okay. So, like I said, 1912 is when it sank. 1914 was the start of World War One.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying back then there was like a race to kind of like be like the biggest army, like the most dominant, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Titanic obviously is very huge. For back in that day, it was like a huge
Accomplishment or like,
accomplishment. It was like a really big
yeah. It was supposed
ship,
to be unsinkable.
super,
yeah.
unsinkable, super fancy, all that stuff. So the theory is that back then the Germans, or it might have been Russians, I don't know, one of those, they had already like U-boats, which is kind of like submarines.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that one of the submarines actually fired at the Titanic thinking it was
An enemy ship.
an enemy ship or something,
okay.
and sunk it. Like the damage sunk it. And that there's reports from the people that were like went back into like Congress and stuff. They were trying to figure out what happened. And they're like, oh, it's like, I don't know. Like I didn't see the iceberg. Like I heard like explosions almost like under water.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay. Yeah, they're like, okay. They're like, that's so confusing. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's like, I heard those. So people started jumping on it, is what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
And that people started seeing like a ship right after. Like they were like, it was about to sink and stuff, and they thought it was like an American ship to like save them. But the like Congress and stuff said that there's no ships around them, like American ships. So people are saying that that's one of the U-boats that went up to see what they just hit and stuff like that, and then it went away. But yeah, that's one of the ones.
But I mean,
it's just part of like collateral from like like a war that was oncoming war, you know.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, no, that's not true. I saw them hit the iceberg.
Yeah.
No, dude, I heard
in
something.
The movie, but in the movie we saw them hit the iceberg.
Like,
yeah.
How would they
We have,
in the movie,
we have video evidence.
Wait, I was like, what?
But I also
you were alive during the
thing.
Titanic.
There were like 4 ships around the Titanic, and I think the 3 closest ones, like I think, made up an excuse or something, and it was the farthest one that actually went to go help the Titanic.
Oh yeah, the rescue.
Yeah, the rescuers. It was the farthest ship out of like the closest ships around them.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it in the movie?
No.
I was like, yeah, I remember.
I remember the movie.
I remember.
Yeah, dude. Rose, they saved Rose. Yeah, she was in the end. She hid from that one guy.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, don't forget to get Rose. She's over there on the door.
Dude, I romanticized Jack's life in that movie. If you guys know what I mean.
No.
Like Jack's
You're like, why?
experience with Rose. It was
the best part of the movie.
It was like crazy. Like I was just like super into.
You're like, let him onto the door.
I was like
Get him on.
I was like feeling his life as the movie was going, and I was him. I was him.
I'm Jack. That's
I'm
me.
Jack.
I'm dead.
I'm good at. Oh my gosh! Like his. I mean, obviously it's a movie, but his drawing skills in that, like. I wish I was that good at drawing. But it's crazy.
Dang, this guy has it all, man. And then he dies. You're like, no.
It's crazy because, like, okay, say like you're looking at someone, or like you're watching videos of someone that's really good at cooking or really good at drawing, and you're just like, dude, that'd be so sick if I could do that. But when you're actually doing it, it's like a whole different experience than how you imagine it. Like almost like, have you guys heard of imposter syndrome?
Kind of, yeah.
I think it's this. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna say it is, but like you're doing it and you just like don't appreciate it, or like you don't see it as you did like when you imagined it. Like, oh, I wish I could do that. That'd be so sick. Watching the video of someone doing something, but when you're actually doing it, like it's
not what you thought.
No.
Just do it.
Cause like before, like just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
All right. But yeah. So
okay. So
we learned that Aziel's Jack.
Huh? Oh,
Aziel's
yeah,
Jack from Titanic.
Jack. So we have a actual witness. Tell us, what was it like? How'd you
survive?
How'd you come back to life?
Love.
The power of love.
Love kept me in the water.
Why didn't you go back for Rose?
Well, she's dead
if
now.
It was love.
I gave her.
He was clearly frozen, kind of like Captain America, and now he's alive.
Oh, okay.
She's dead, bro.
I'm waiting for someone to get me in the water. Yeah, I'm still there, frozen.
But how are you here?
This is a different body, you know.
Okay.
I'm like looking what he's seeing in the water right now.
Oh, like those things that like in another life you were like a cat or stuff like that. In another life you were Jack.
Yeah, that was me.
I was like, it wasn't just a movie. I was real.
I told this one girl that when I like listen to songs, like I get really into the beat, and like if there's a piano portion, I'm like air pianoing or whatever. I'm just like, even while I'm driving, I'm like driving with my feet tapping and everything.
He pretends the gas pedal is the piano pedal.
It's just like stomping on it.
On the brakes.
And then she goes and tells me, she's like, oh, you're a pianist in your past life. And I believed it. I was like,
oh, you're right.
Dude, how did you know? I thought about it, I was like,
dude, I think I remember.
And then like I'd be super into like the piano. I'm just like,
oh, that makes sense.
And I'd be like,
just going all out.
All right.
So the Titanic.
Oh yeah, it's Titanic. Conspiracy theories. Titanic was an inside job.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it never sank.
Was there any other ones?
there's another one.
Okay.
The one that it never sank.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that.
we could, I'll go super fast.
Yeah.
So it's an insurance fraud story. So basically, back then there was also another ship that looked super similar to the Titanic, called the Olympic. I think this thing's falling. Called the Olympic. Okay. So the Olympic, they had to kind of like fix it. They had to put it aside because it got like, I think they literally crashed into another boat. And so they were like doing the whole like insurance thing, see who would get the money or stuff like that. Okay. And the owner of the I think I forgot to mention, the owner of the both the Olympic and Titanic is that same dude. What's his name again? JP Morgan.
JP. That's my guy.
JP. Shout out to JP. Anyway,
Shout out to Chase.
So Chase Bank.
John Pierpont Morgan. It's literally John Pierpont. John Pierpont Morgan. Yeah.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
The one. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, JP Morgan. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so they needed to fix this. He got blamed for it because it was their fault. So he lost a lot of money from the Olympic. So, and then he found out right after that the Titanic was not ready to sail. They still needed to do a lot of fixing. They still needed to finish, and it wasn't ready. So what they're saying is that they pretty much just took the Olympic, barely repaired it enough to float, and then just painted Titanic over it and sailed that one, knowing that it would break down, or that if because in the Titanic they said that there was a certain maneuver that they did supposedly that caused it to be wrecked in a way to sink. Yeah. But if they didn't move it in a certain way, that they would have crashed still, but it wouldn't have done the damage
like the way
to sink.
That crashed. Okay.
So
I get you.
They said that he sent out the Olympic knowing that they can get it wrecked, sink, and get that money. And still have a good ship.
Imagine
to then send
how
out.
Sick in the mind you have to be, knowing you're gonna kill all those people.
He was like, "But I need that money. You gotta get that money."
Would you do it? Depends how much it was. Huh?
I thought about his lip quivered too. He's like,
"How much money? How much? Write it. How many zeros?"
I'll put a number, and then you tell me yes or no.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, yeah,
it's done.
There's no number.
So that's too low. Anyways, yeah. So that's the other one.
I can write the number.
Yeah, you can write the number.
There.
Okay.
$9.54.
$5 quintillion.
You just make up a number
by Earth.
By Earth.
Oh, but also, just to finish this topic, because we gotta keep going.
All right, keep going.
I did hear this one video. So supposedly they like reverse thrusters. They did the reverse thrusters and like turned the ship or something.
Yeah.
But I supposedly that's like the worst thing you can do. Like reverse thruster the boat.
Yeah, because they made it too slow, and I think that's what they said. Too slow for them to like turn or like to avoid it.
Yeah.
And that's also what caused it to like do damage. The damage that needed to be done to destroy it. So, yeah. Could have been insurance fraud just to get that money and then send out the Titanic, the actual Titanic, and make more money.
But, yeah, so that was Titanic. 9/11.
Yeah, so now
9/11, guys.
Inside job.
I'm pretty sure everyone has heard about like conspiracy theories about 9/11 and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll take a little pinch at some conspiracy theories. You want to start off, Ezri?
Do I? Actually, you start off.
Okay. All right, guys. So the Twin Towers were brought down by explosives, not planes.
Oh yeah, I think that's like one that like a lot of people believe too. Yeah, the explosives.
I don't know. I mean,
I think there's even people who like say they have videos because you know how like obviously a lot of people recorded it, you know, and there's like supposedly video evidence of like them pointing straight at like the towers like before the plane hits, and you can see like the explosions like a millisecond or like a second before it hits, and you can see the explosions like lower or something like that.
Did you know that there's something that the planes were actually like holograms or something? Have you heard about that?
What?
The planes were actually holograms, and I think there was even some guy that took a video from like a certain angle, and he didn't see like anything. It was just an explosion.
What the heck?
Yeah.
How do they do that?
So maybe the government has better technology than we
wasn't
think.
Wasn't there a point where they did? It was Tony.
It was in New York too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Stark.
Yeah, the Avengers.
Yeah. You know how the big shield ship it can like
be invisible?
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I heard it.
They fired.
No, yeah, I heard
we're all believing like, oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. It was Tony Stark this whole time. No, but what I heard is that the plane, it was like a hologram, but it was a missile. But it was disguised to be a plane.
Okay.
But it was actually a missile that hit. That's what I saw. You know? It wasn't just like a hologram. And
they just edited it.
Yeah,
edited
it.
Yeah, they put special effects. It was a green screen. They put green. They painted
They put a green screen on the missile.
They paid everyone that was part like in.
Everyone was a paid actor. No, okay.
No, yeah, I
That's
thought
too
about
far.
that as I was saying that. I'm sorry, guys, if that bothers you guys. We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry.
We get canceled.
They're conspiracy theories, so we don't believe
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
it was part of the conspiracy theories. I saw it. I saw one that said that everyone was a paid actor.
Like everyone.
There was a conspiracy.
Like
theory that
people
everyone was
inside the
paid.
building too.
Yeah.
They were paid.
They're like, we're gonna pay you this amount.
Okay. No.
Okay, yeah.
No, yeah. We'll stop. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, a missile hit the Pentagon, not American Airlines Flight 77.
Just the Pentagon was the missile. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, the Pentagon. Because the Pentagon, that happened around 9/11 too, right? Like the same day.
Yeah.
Same
Just
day?
a later
Yeah.
time.
Oh, okay.
That one, and then the crash in like the field or whatever.
Hey, should I mention that book thing?
What book?
What I told you guys before the podcast. The one of the End of Faith.
All right, we'll talk about the conspiracy theories, and then
Okay.
we'll mention it. All right. So I saw the next one on your phone, and you want to go ahead, or I actually had.
Yeah, you go.
All right. So it says that United Airlines Flight 93 was shot down. So if you don't know, basically United Airlines Flight 93 is the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, into
The
field.
one that supposedly, allegedly, the one where the passengers took over.
That's crazy.
You didn't know about that one?
No.
Yeah, so there was another, that plane
I think I heard about it. But...
was targeted for something else. Nobody
The
knows.
White. They're
They
saying
say
the White
it's
House.
the White House
Okay,
or
yeah,
the
I've heard
Capitol,
about it.
the Capitol building. But they say that the passengers supposedly took
Got the
over.
courage.
Yeah, and made the plane crash somewhere else where no one else would be affected.
Wow.
But before that, the White House found out, the vice president, because the president was, who was the
George Bush.
Bush. He was somewhere else in the meeting.
was in
at
a
school.
He was in a
right?
school.
Bush caused 9/11. Bush
He was
did
reading
9/11.
Dr. Seuss books to children.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. I saw this one video a long time ago where, like, when you tell your drunk homie, Bush did 9/11, and then there's a guy punching a bush. Have you guys seen that before? He's like, keep going.
All right. So, hold on, let me. Okay, so what was that one?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. The vice president
Oh yeah. So the President Bush was reading books at school, so he couldn't do much.
Yeah.
But the vice president got the call, and they're like, "There's another plane which has been hijacked,
Mhm.
and we don't know where they're gonna crash it yet, but they're gonna crash it. Can we shoot it down?" Like they knew that there were.
They knew it was hijacked.
They knew there were innocent Americans on there.
Dang.
They knew there were passengers on there, and supposedly the vice president didn't down. Said shoot it down. So, what they're saying is that flight, what was it? American
93.
93.
Flight 93. The government supposedly says, oh, it was the.
They just made the story up, cover up.
They say because the stories that the investigators got there, FBI and all that, and they said that all the passengers took over, and they crashed it, trying to save.
So there isn't like any backlash towards the president. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I can see that.
But the
one
reality
being
is
true.
that they did shoot it down, and they're just trying to cover it up. That's the one I heard.
That can even be a debatable topic too.
That one could be kind of true.
I say it in a sense of like, what if they were gonna crash into a place where there's thousands of more people? That's where you're put, like, maybe the president was put like in a dilemma, like, should I save all these other people potentially?
Yeah. Like that's like that one test that people do on like kids of like the train tracks, and they're like, okay, in this side there's one person, this side there's like 5 people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's this
like,
one
where
person
do you
that
turn
you
it
love,
to?
and then on the other side there's 5 people.
You're like, where do you turn it to? Do you just kill the one person, or do you sacrifice like the whole people? Because that's like,
those are difficult topics, man.
Yeah.
But they did mention that in the report or video I saw. It said that they mentioned it, like the vice president was put in a dilemma of saying, okay, are these Americans' life more important than these others? Where he had to like think about it. But I guess at the moment you don't think about it because of all the
craziness, everything going on.
You just say, shoot it down because no more people. But
yeah.
Did they say that he didn't even think about it? Like, oh, okay.
They said that they asked him, he was like, shoot it down, like instantly.
Just right away. He was like, yep, shoot it down.
Yeah. But crazy. I mean, like, I guess you could kind of understand because there were a lot of things happening that day. So you probably couldn't think clearly. You were scared of everything and all that,
Dude, actually, that reminds me of
a thing. People died.
No, I'm remembering a TikTok because it's like what happened to a lot of people. Is that like, so I don't know how old you guys were. Were you even born?
No, I was born a month later.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so I was like in first grade, I think, first or second grade, something like that. And I remember that on that day they started playing, like, everybody, like all the teachers I know in my class, they put the news on, and we were watching it until like they called all the parents, and then my mom picked me and my brother up and we went home, and then we just kept watching it.
Wow.
Like the night. So there's a TikTok of this guy who, like, I went probably the same thing, and he was making a skit, and he was just like pretending to be one of the kids. They're like, "Oh, what are you drawing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, this." And the teacher comes in like, "Oh my god, everybody look on the TV, they're all dying." They're like, "What?" I'm 7.
No, but for real, bro.
Like, what? Like, me too. I was like, why did they show us?
Yeah.
Why was I was like 6 years old, bro. Why did they put that and they made us watch it? I was like,
oh my gosh.
But that thing was like scary, or however you want to say, because there were people literally jumping out of the building. Like they chose to jump out.
Yeah, I remember
because
watching
of the frustration, bro.
At home,
the jet fuel.
When like watching at home, like my mom had it on, she was watching, and I was watching too, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, they're literally jumping out.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem real to me because I was a little kid.
Yeah. When you're a kid,
I didn't understand. Yeah.
But yeah, It's crazy, man. It's not funny. We're not making fun of it.
It's crazy, man.
We're making fun of the conspiracy theories and the TikToks, right?
Yeah. I'll show it to you guys later, but yeah, that was funny, dude. I was like, oh my god, that's so right. Why did they show little kids? They're like, oh my god.
My god, kids, look. People jumping out of a building.
Look.
Dude, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's insane, bro.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
The United States government knew about the attacks and stood the military down.
I heard that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did nothing? Is that what it said,
Yeah.
or what? Why?
So the theory is that they knew it was gonna happen. I don't know why, but they say they did it on purpose because I think that same day, the military was doing drills for like the air fighters. Is that what you call them? The military planes.
It says right here, North American Aerospace Defense Command deliberately ordered their fighter jets to stand down and allow the hijacked planes to reach their targets.
But that's
Is that what you're talking about?
that's the theory though. I'm talking like what people use to like fuel the theory, you know?
Okay.
So apparently on that day, the Air Force, that's what you call it, the Air Force was doing drills.
Okay.
And they say like why, like what's the word? Coincidencia? How do you say that?
Yeah, it was coincidence.
Yeah, what it was such a coincidence that on that day they decided to do drills. So there's like no air fighters around or nothing from the Air Force to be like able to take down anything. Because I imagine they knew, you know, because they found out about that fourth plane I told you about, Flight 93. I imagine they somehow knew about the other three, but weren't able to do anything because the Air Force was doing drills and not available at that time. So that's what they used to say, oh, the government knew about it. They just chose not to do anything. But also, I heard one that says that the CIA probably knew about it too, but they didn't do anything. And the theory on that is, yes, it actually, that theory could actually be true.
Okay.
They say they probably, because they pick up a lot of stuff, you know, CIA, they probably picked it up somewhere in their research or in their data.
Yeah.
But like, you also have to remember they pick up a lot of other stuff. So I guess they had to like go through all these before getting to that terrorist threat. So maybe they didn't know about it, but they just hadn't been able to fully research if it was possible or not, you know?
That's weird.
Yeah. So that theory is one that could be true. I mean,
Government knew.
yeah, and just didn't do anything. But not for the reasons you think, you know? They just didn't do anything because they weren't sure if it was actually true.
Not because they're like, I don't care.
Yeah. Let's just let these people die.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Do you have any more?
I heard one that Saudi Arabia also knew. Same thing.
So, a different country.
Yeah. Because of their CIA, so they probably knew. And that some other country that they probably funded the hijackers' plan and all that. And they say, yeah, it could be true. Somehow all that money gets to them. And same for Saudi Arabia. The same thing I mentioned for the US. Their CIA probably knew. They just had a lot of other stuff to look at too and weren't sure what to believe and what not to, you know?
Oh, and also about Osama bin Laden being a CIA agent before.
He was like, no, guys. It's nothing. It's fake. I already looked into it.
But I think it was
guys.
like far before that happened, and I don't know what happened in between, but he used to be a CIA agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go into it?
Shoot. Huh? Oh no, because that's all I know. Like I just read that before or heard it somewhere.
No, better make your
Oh yeah. So we're reading a book in my English class called The End of Faith, and there's this guy, he's like bashing on like faith, and he talks about like the pretty much the neuroscience of what faith is and all of that. Well, he's first where I'm at in the book, he's like bashing Al Qaeda and like the faith of Islam, or what led the 9/11 attacks, their faith that they're gonna go to heaven if they go on about this, and that's why he's bashing faith, because faith led them to do that. And so in the book, he
Just push your mic a little closer.
oh shoot, in the book he talks about how in the Quran, which is their Bible per se, that there's a lot of loopholes on their faith. And this big enough loopholes to fly a 747 through a building. Yeah. It was funny,
up, bro.
Yeah. Like big enough. Like I read that, I was just reading it, and he's all like, "Yeah, there's many loopholes in the Quran, big enough loopholes to fly a 747 into a building."
Yeah, but it's true though, because
Yeah,
it's crazy.
and this guy, he I think it said that he's a professor at the University of Stanford, and that he studied, like, I think just like different faiths and Bibles and like religions. I think it was that, and I think also about like neural pathways in the brain and how we think about it's crazy. Yeah,
That's funny.
Gotta
He
read it
just
for
drops
English.
a
Shout out to him.
9/11
Yeah.
like a joke kind of thing in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Imagine he
It
doesn't
wasn't even-
believe. He
It
doesn't
wasn't
believe
even
in
a
it.
joke either. It was, he just
It's
said
just
it
like
like that.
serious.
It's
It's like
But it's
that.
true. Like if you think about it, loopholes big enough to fly a plane into a
Oh,
building.
yeah.
That's literally what they did.
Yeah,
Like somehow they're like, oh no, well in our faith we can do this, and it'll be okay if we do this.
yeah.
He's like literally just saying truth. Like I don't see it as a joke. It sounds like a joke, but if you really think about it, it's true what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's
messed up.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. All right, but those are.
Those
Dang.
were the
Some conspiracy theories.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention one.
Millions.
This one's really quick. Some say that 9/11 was done by lizard aliens from
Oh dang, the most believable for the last.
from their moon base. Yeah.
Dang.
They're
Daniel's
movies.
friends from space. Bro.
Daniel's friends.
Dang,
From
dude.
Talk to
space,
them.
bro. His alien friends, bro.
Yeah. Supposedly his friends talked to him like, "Hey, don't be in New York around these times.
Oh,
we have
really?
something
They
planned."
told him
Yeah. And so he used to live there and he moved out like really
Wow.
quickly.
He's
My
like, just stay
gosh.
home.
Yeah.
Okay.
that? That was when he met them face to face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
there you go. Huh.
Okay, so that was
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
much it for conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so there's obviously so many other conspiracy theories about
Yeah.
so much stuff. So
Yeah.
just let us know, guys, if you guys want us to do more conspiracy
Yeah.
theories.
And also,
There's so many.
And also, you guys told us a lot of topics to talk about, and
Oh,
don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
if we didn't mention any of the ones that
You-
you guys mentioned, because there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
you guys gave
we
us
don't-
content for
yeah.
like the rest of the year.
Yeah, we're not gonna disregard any of you guys. So
We were
Yeah, they
just
were all good.
already like talking about doing conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
and then we did the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
on
Post.
Instagram,
Yeah.
and then some of you mentioned conspiracy theories. so
Yeah,
we're like,
there's
oh,
a few,
okay,
huh?
so yeah, so we're like, oh, okay, we'll just mention it. We'll
Yeah.
just
But we'll do
keep
the
going.
rest. We'll do the
yeah,
rest.
yeah. We just it's not like we didn't care. We just already had this one
like
kind
we
of
did
planned.
that, and then we don't talk about
Any of that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no,
nah,
all
they
of
were
you
all
guys
bad.
are all whack.
no, no, just kidding. We read them. Well, I did. All of
Yeah, I
them.
read them.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
saw
sent
it.
them in
Yeah,
the chat. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll do them later on.
Yeah.
All right,
All
but that
right.
was it for this section. And thank you guys for responding to the story.
Oh yeah.
Your feedback really helps.
Yeah.
Like we
it helps
said-
us plan.
Yeah,
Because we
like-
suck at it.
like Elias said, we have content for the rest of the year now. Thank you very much. You saved us. Oh, like Toy Story, the little aliens. You have saved our lives.
You have saved
We're
our
eternally
lives.
grateful.
We are eternally grateful.
But yeah, that's how we feel.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Speaking of Toy Story, I recommend going. Actually, I don't. Well,
Wait,
it's,
do you?
it's a funny.
Do you recommend or not recommend?
There's a video. I'm just gonna say it. And then you guys can do
Okay.
whatever you want. There's a video on YouTube called Toy Story Grosero. Go watch. Just go watch it.
watch
But I
it.
said I wasn't gonna say it. There's a video on YouTube called Toy Story Grosero. It was really funny. It is really funny, but now I don't think I'd laugh at it. But yeah, there it
just
is
there.
if you guys. Yeah,
It's just there in case you guys
Yeah.
want to see it. All right. Yeah, I
Oh
think that's
my
pretty
gosh.
much it for
Yeah.
conspiracy theories.
That's it for
Now we're gonna
conspiracy
move on
theories.
to sports.
Sports.
We usually don't do like get fully into sports,
No.
so we're gonna try and do that a little bit more in this episode. Yeah. So let's do NFL first.
Yeah, let's do NFL
Wait,
first.
guys, I actually watched the game.
You actually
I
watched
did
them.
it. Well, not a full game, like half a
Did
game.
you watch your team, actually?
No, I was. When did they play?
Don't remember.
I think they played on Sunday
Yeah, they played Sunday morning, I think.
morning. Oh no, yeah,
It
I
was like
wasn't.
11.
No,
It
I
starts
was-
at 11, so.
I wasn't able to. No,
Oh, okay.
but I did watch Tampa and
Green
Packers.
Bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aaron Rodgers is finished.
Yeah, he's
He's washed. He needs to
yeah,
retire.
he's old.
He's trying to pull up Brady, Tom Brady, but he can't.
Yeah, no.
Sorry
I
for
don't
any
know.
Green Bay Packers fans.
I know, sorry Packers fans, but
You have to
I
accept the
don't know.
truth.
I actually like Tom Brady.
Yeah, he liked
I've
Tom
seen
Brady.
some videos about like not even for like his football stuff, but just like when he talks to like fans and stuff. When
Oh,
there's this
okay.
little kid that told him, he's like, "Who's your hero?" And then he's like, and then he started tearing up, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
"My dad, my dad."
You're
He's just a good
Oh.
person.
Yeah.
Good person.
Mhm.
As a person, you like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a player,
As an athlete?
Mm.
No, you don't know? Okay.
we hate him.
I
Okay?
mean, he's cool,
we don't like
hate
him. We don't like him.
Eliel doesn't like him.
dude. Like, he
Don't,
went from
dude. I'm
winning
tired of him,
the
bro.
Super Bowl from the Patriots to winning a Super Bowl at the Buccaneers like the year
Yeah.
after. So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. I'm
So
sick
that,
of it,
that
bro.
literally
I'm
shows that
sick of
he
it, bro.
isn't like, he doesn't rely on the team. He can carry the team.
Yeah.
That's the yeah. So that was like the debate too for a while, was because like his coach with the Patriots is considered to be one of the best coaches of all time too now.
Oh, okay.
And so when he was leaving, they're like, okay, so what was it? Was it the coach
Or was it him?
or was it him?
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah,
okay,
it's-
this has nothing
That
to do
was
with,
easy for me. I was like, it's definitely not the coach.
you know, this doesn't have anything to do with NFL, but it's similar. Pep Guardiola,
Uh-huh.
when he was, football, the real,
We'll just call NFL.
NFL
American
is
football is
something
NFL.
that-
Yeah.
yeah.
or American football.
But we
Right.
can. It's so long. Just say NFL because there's no
NFL,
other
yeah.
leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, NFL. I'm talking about football.
Yeah.
So Pep Guardiola, when he was the coach of Barcelona,
hmm
he had like prime Messi,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And he like won Champions League, he won the league.
A
Like
lot.
he did a lot with Barcelona. They were arguably like the best team football has
Yeah.
ever seen. And
crazy.
when he left Barcelona, he couldn't win anything else. Like he couldn't win Champions League again.
Oh.
Well, he won the league with Bayern and City, but like Bayern,
Nothing else.
yeah,
Not as good as.
not as good as he did with Barcelona. So then they asked him, "What's different now? Like, why can't you win?" Or they asked him, I don't remember the exact question, but they said,
but like, ooh.
"Was it Messi who carried you to all those finals?" He's like, "Yeah, Messi made me a great coach. With Messi, I can't do anything. It's true." So like that like reminds me of what you say about
yeah.
this coach was Tom Brady.
Yeah, and I think that's always like a topic when it comes to like stuff like that. Like,
Mhm.
is it the coach
or is it the player?
or was it the player?
Yeah,
I feel like most of the time it's the player.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again,
Also,
you go
coaches
ahead.
can have an impact.
Yeah, they can,
Like,
but not like I don't know, not to that extent.
no,
I-
not to the. Oh,
not
sorry,
to-
go
yeah.
ahead,
okay,
go ahead.
I think in football we've seen it with Jurgen Klopp. I think he's one of the few coaches who can like with the same team, the same players, he like brings them up and makes them like such a good team. Cause he did it with Dortmund. I think he won the league with them
Okay.
in the time where Bayern was dominant, and
Okay.
I think he took them to a Champions League final as well
Mm.
with the players they had, like without spending too much, you know.
No big name.
Yeah, and Liverpool when he got there, it wasn't a good team,
hmm
and he like built them, you know. So in that case,
Is that
I'd
where
say-
he is right now?
Yeah, in that case, I'd say he is like one of those coaches.
One of those coaches.
who it's the coach, not the team.
Yeah. Well, it does. Yeah. I mean, it just depends, I guess. Because like with Belichick, the coach for Patriots, like the defense is always so good. and they always have like these nobodies. You know,
Yeah.
Because he's more of a defensive coach. That's
Okay.
kind of how they go. But he always had Tom Brady, and no matter, and they would always have crappy players too for on the offense, but it would just always work because he had Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So
I think what I'm trying to say is most of the time it's the player, not the coach. But there are a few coaches who
do elevate.
Yeah. Who do make a team better.
Yeah.
What are your opinions, Aziel?
As a player.
As a player, as an athlete, do you think you're the one who carries the team, or do you think it's the coach?
No, I don't think it's a coach. It's definitely the team.
Individual players.
Individual player or the team?
Well, it could be players.
The players can
could be
really
players.
make an impact to like.
Because in the NFL, there's casi siempre it's like either like the quarterback is so good that he carries everybody, or it's like a trio. Like a specific trio that's like they're so good together.
Okay.
You know, and kind of like in football too, like Messi, Neymar, and Suarez.
Dude.
Like that was OP, right? So in that case, it was like just the players, like they were just too good together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was saying it like more out of like experience, because like when I play with like my team, my friends that I grew up with, there were certain people, they were older than me. My friends that like even for practice, if they weren't there, it was a very good practice. But when they were there, like everyone would like go even harder, and it was more of like a
morale,
like motivation,
like they're there and like, all right, it's gonna be a good practice type of thing.
Like ponían el ejemplo, like they would set the example, and you try to like.
They're leaders.
Yeah,
leaders.
Yeah.
Like. Maybe they didn't have like the skills,
or
like
talent.
Like how do I say it? Skills in a sense of like leading, like knowing like what to say to like the team and everything, like to the exact.
But
they were
like
good,
natural
but
leaders.
They were natural leaders, just of who they were, like how they would express themselves, their energy, like on the field, like
it makes you want to match them, their energy. Okay. Yeah.
To a point, like me being like younger than them and everything, like I would like be scared to mess up playing with them. You know what I mean?
You try to like be good.
Be good for them. Okay. It's crazy.
Okay, but never the coach.
No.
There. Okay.
There's it's too long of a story, but I don't think it's the coach. At least in my experience.
Players, okay.
At least in my experience.
I personally think it's both.
You think it's both?
There's certain teams.
It can't. That's why it's like so weird, because it can be very specific. Because there's some like average, like in football, NFL, like very like average quarterbacks, what to see, or players that go with really good coaches and they play so good, but as soon as they leave or they go somewhere else, terrible.
Yeah. I was gonna say in football. I'll say football. I think there's only a few teams who don't need a coach. For example, the Real Madrid team from last season that won the Champions League. There were a lot of people who said that team could have won the final on its own. Like the coach Ancelotti, he could have missed the game, not been there, not said anything, and they would have won it because of who they are, like the team. But like I said, I feel like there's only very, very few teams like that. For the rest, I feel like if you don't have a good coach and a good team, you're not gonna do that good. You know?
Yeah.
Like Barcelona, there was a time where they had good players. They would just spend money on good players, but the coach didn't know how to organize or how to set up the team. So the players, they wouldn't like. There was no chemistry between them. And like with, like I said, with Jurgen Klopp, the coach is really good, and then with the players he was able to find good chemistry between them. So I think it's a balance of both.
Yeah.
Because in football, especially, like you can be on the pitch and playing, but you're not seeing the full field, while the coach is out here seeing, there's weakness in this area, you know? Yeah.
The coach, like a good coach, definitely does make a difference. They definitely do make a difference. And like I said, Like I speaking out of my experience, and in my experience, I guess I can say I've probably have had good coaches, but I've never had like a great coach or whatever. Like they're just coaches and everything.
Was I not a great coach?
You're a
Nope,
good coach.
you already said. Nope,
You're,
you
you're,
already said.
you're a good coach.
We were not great.
But then again, like
But I was
when
like-
I would play soccer, like back in those days,
He said it.
when I would play football back in those days, I also like thought differently and everything.
Mhm.
So like I was really
You mature as a player.
yeah, I matured as a person more. So like I don't criticize as more, I guess I would say.
and as a player, then
And
Yeah.
it's both.
I think it's both, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dang. Yeah.
Because I've tried to, like, when I'm playing with friends, sometimes, not you guys, others, like sometimes I'll be like, no, it's because you have to do this para que salga bien esto and we can do blah, blah, blah. But they're usually like younger. So like, they don't take it seriously.
Mhm.
So I think that's part of like maturing as a player.
yeah,
Like accepting that feedback. You're like, okay, I think it should be done this way. But if we do this way, it'll help out the team. But, maturing as a player too.
yeah,
You know,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be talking about NFL. but
NFL, right?
Somehow we got into here.
I mean, we're gonna talk about soccer too, no?
Yeah, we're talking
No,
about
we're
football.
gonna talk about football.
Oh yeah, football.
It's all good. So let's just update real quick our group standings for the NFL.
The graphic.
So we'll just put the graphic. Boom. So let's see. The only team to lose this week was
Bills.
two teams lose. The Bills lost.
Yeah, see, I knew, but
Against who?
I knew before you told.
The Bills
They lost against the Dolphins.
They lost against the Dolphins.
Was
Dude,
it?
the Dolphins.
I know.
They're kind of crazy, bro.
Really?
Really? Like
Yeah,
they're
like that out of nowhere team that people thought that they were gonna do better this year, but like not as good as they are. They're 3-0
okay.
right now. They're one of the undefeated
wow.
teams right now.
Dolphins? I call it.
Yeah, right. Switch. Let's see. So yeah, Bills lost. So they're 2-1.
Wasn't there like a crazy like confusion towards the end of that game?
Oh
I
yeah,
saw-
dude. Okay. Okay, so you guys know how like they punt the ball. Okay, that happens when you're out of downs and you have to punt the ball to the other team instead of like giving up the ball right where you're at.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were on their own end zone. They were backed up all the way back. So they're gonna punt it. So he gets the ball, he's about to punt it, and his teammate is right in front of him. So as soon as he kicks it, he literally kicks it into his butt. And it shoots straight up, bro.
Dang.
And they're calling it the butt punt. Yeah, we need to watch that clip later. But
So what happens in that situation? Can your team win the ball back, or it's still the other?
I think it ended up being like a touchback or something, which means the other team gets it at a specific spot.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that bad, but it was just like ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's just funny,
For a
bro.
professional.
Yeah, like
NFL team?
there's like clip shots. Maybe we can put the clip shot up. But there's like a clip shot of like him like literally at the point of kicking it, and it's like on the other guy's like butt, like his foot, ball, and yeah, dude, it was ridiculous. But yeah, anyways, Dolphins are kind of crazy right now. The 49ers lost to the Broncos. My Broncos.
Hey, what did Daniel say? Easy win, huh?
Oh yeah, he was like, "Oh, we'll win."
Hey,
or
he's not
whatever.
here
Hey,
to
he's
tell
not
him?
here.
Yeah.
That's why, bro.
That's why he didn't come.
No, dude, that game was terrible from both teams.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
It was
Terrible.
a low scoring game, huh?
It was a low scoring, very weird score. It was 10-11,
yeah.
which is very hard to like get those specific numbers, especially
Wow.
the 11. That was so ugly, bro. It was kind of boring too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the Broncos are 2-1, so we're doing good. We're tied for first in our division.
Which means the San Francisco is
in San Francisco is 1-2. Yeah, so they're down
Rams?
there. Rams, I believe they won. They won their game. They are 2-1.
Nice.
They beat the Cardinals, which is actually
Nice.
kind of good. The Cardinals are kind of falling off. They used to be kind of good team.
Oh, okay.
They're falling off. So the Rams beat the Cardinals. I think that's everybody.
So how does that leave the the table or the leaderboard?
So I put Aziel in first place
2-1, right?
with 2-1. Broncos, my team, 2-1. Bills are still in third place, even though they lost. But they're still 2-1.
Okay, so basically
49ers are in last place because they are 1-2.
three of us are now tied for first.
The three of us are
basically.
tied for first. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see after next week. See what happens.
Yeah.
Broncos are playing the Raiders, and the Raiders are the only team to not have a win. They're 0-3.
But Zara said Raiders were her favorite team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
she said if
the only team without a win.
She said if she would have a favorite team, it would be the Raiders. I was talking to her yesterday.
Oh, you know what else is kind of crazy? So the Raiders are 0-3, no wins, right?
Uh-huh.
And the teams that beat them, their only win is against the Raiders.
So like free win.
Yeah, kind of.
If you
It's
play
like
against Raiders, you
it's
get
like
free win?
bad teams went up against the Raiders,
Mhm.
and the bad teams won.
Wow.
Because people were saying that Raiders are a Super Bowl contender.
What?
Really? And they're 0-3.
And they're 0-3.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a
Do they have
Super
any
Bowl
like
contender.
famous football players or anything like any?
And the Raiders?
Uh-huh.
So Derek Carr's there. That's their quarterback. He's all right. People think he's really good, but nah, he's all right. Devontae Adams, he was like their major signing. He's a wide receiver. He comes from the Packers, which is one reason why they're not doing so hot too, is because they lost him. But yeah, he literally left the Packers so he can try and win a Super Bowl, and now they're 0-3, bro. They spent some money on him, bro. But yeah. Let's see. Where's the rest? The Bills are playing the Ravens. That's gonna be a crazy game.
Is that a tough game or what?
That's a tough game, bro. So we'll see who wins on that one. They play at 11 our time. So Bills Ravens
On Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe second half.
Trying to find. Rams play the 49ers. Oh.
Are you gonna snack talk?
Smack talk?
Yeah, back up your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
Pretend Daniel's right there.
Dang, you guys suck, dude.
Smack him across the face.
You guys suck. You guys are gonna lose.
Yeah,
that's how far I
so-
can go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. They play on Monday, so there's prime time game right there.
Okay.
The only game on Monday, so that one's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. We'll watch it together.
Yeah,
We'll get
yeah, we
together.
should watch it. Yeah,
That'd be cool. At Eliel's place.
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
Or in Ezra's room.
He's like, nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna fit it.
All right, so that's the NFL, pretty much.
I think that's pretty much it for sports.
Yeah, I think we talked good amount of football today.
About
Okay.
coaches and
Yeah.
players. Yeah.
All right.
Well, just a little teaser. World Cup is coming up,
Ugh,
and
dude,
Mexico isn't doing too well.
Mexico is doing terrible, man.
They
They got my hopes up, bro. In the last game, if you guys didn't know, Mexico played Colombia on Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday, 27th. In the half, they were up 2-0.
They were up 2-0 in halftime.
Mexico was winning 2-0. They were dominating. Colombia looked lost, bro. I was like, okay. I was like, we're doing good. And then second half starts. Within the first 10 minutes,
One goal.
they're tied.
They're tied.
Within the
10
first
minutes?
10 minutes of the second half.
That's
Wow.
crazy, man.
And then
just
20
so-
minutes later,
How up were they?
third goal.
They were up 2-0.
Oh, okay.
So score ends Mexico 2-2 and Colombia 3.
Just a reminder, Colombia isn't even the World Cup,
They're not even a World Cup.
and we lost to them.
Yep.
Happy
So we're not
days.
doing good. And then I was like, okay, I'll go for USA or something, but they're
They're not doing good
they're
either.
not doing good either, bro.
We're going
So
for Canada.
I was about to say, I'm just gonna go for Argentina. I'm just gonna go for
Yeah,
Messi,
yeah.
bro.
But that's like the
Like the fate. Like
favorite. I don't know.
I don't know how to call it either,
Yeah,
but it's
but yeah.
like you just want Messi to win,
Yeah.
bro.
But you need another one to support.
Yeah, I think I'll just go for Mexico and just know that we're gonna
Oh,
not do so.
oh man, we're running out of time. Really quickly, there's actually this guy who has like an algorithm, right?
Okay,
And he predicts,
like the games.
yeah, but everything. Well, starting from
the whole World Cup?
yeah,
Okay.
everything. And so far, the past 2 World Cups, he's gotten the winner right.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Okay.
he predicted in 2014 that Germany was gonna win, and in 2018 that France was gonna win, and he's gotten it right so far.
Okay.
And
So
so
he
for
already
this,
did it?
yeah, he already
Okay.
did this year. You want me to start from the back, or you want me to just say the winner? I'll say the final.
Okay.
The final he predicts is Argentina
Okay.
and England,
What? The...
and he predicts. His name is Clement. I think that's his name, Clement.
Okay.
It's for reals. You guys can like look it up. You know Jorge
England?
Ramos? Jorge
Okay.
Ramos y su banda. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
They talked about it. They got like his graphic and everything.
Oh
They
my
show the
God.
whole thing. All right, and they say he said that the winner is gonna be
Don't say it, bro.
Argentina.
Oh my god, dude!
So-
Look at my hopes, up, bro.
Yeah.
But England, how did England get there?
Last international game for
Yeah,
him to win it.
yeah.
That's why he didn't win it in 2014.
Yeah, against
2014.
France.
No,
Against Germany.
Oh,
against
Germany.
Germany. Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. But yeah, so he predicts that Argentina's the winner, and again,
No, for me, how does England get there?
I know, bro. They're doing so
How
bad.
does England get there?
As long as-
That's like saying Mexico.
Yeah. No, you know what the
Or
crazy thing
USA.
is too? All right, so round of 16, Mexico plays against France. That's how he has it predicted.
Really?
And you know who wins? Mexico wins, bro. Against France.
Say
Again,
Mbappe takes Santi, bro.
again, he's gotten it right the past 2 World
Mbappe
Cups.
starts to play for America, bro. Falls off.
You know Gignac, the French player?
Uh-huh.
The new
The
Gignac. Yeah. But yeah, he predicts.
Oh my god, dude! If that happens, dude, I'm gonna be. I don't even know, dude. I'm gonna just laugh the
I'm
whole
gonna be
time.
me voy a quedar sin voz,
Va a
screaming.
quedar sin voz.
Yeah, screaming all the go like, "Goal!" You know? I don't think it's gonna
Dude.
happen, honestly.
No, they're not going. I honestly feel they're not gonna win a single game.
Who?
Mexico.
Oh,
Mexico,
okay.
even in the group stage.
Dang.
Nothing. I feel like they were gonna do
But yeah.
nothing.
So
Against Saudi Arabia.
he
bro.
predicts Argentina's first of the group, of our group, obviously, and then
Mhm.
Mexico second.
Mhm.
So he says we'll manage to get enough points to finish second. But yeah, that's crazy. So he got my when he
We
said
need to look that
Argentina. Yeah, we'll look it up. But yeah, Argentina World Cup winners. Hopefully, if this guy's right again. England, I'm not too sure about being in the
England.
final.
So random, bro.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this segment. We were talking about doing when the World Cup comes up, when it's closer, pues, doing like
A deeper dive.
yeah, like just an episode just about the World Cup every week, just to keep up with it, you know.
Yeah, because that's gonna
It'll be
crazy.
short, like 15-20 minutes. We'll just talk about
We can cover all of Mexico's losses
yeah,
and the US.
and
then
we'll-
England's wins undefeated.
yeah, but yeah, we'll leave it off there for now because we're kind of running out of time.
Yeah.
Anything else on the agenda?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah.
For conclusion,
I mean, all right. Okay. So, what was that? The 200 followers to Hollywood's.
oh yeah, we just
Yeah, it's our conclusion.
You get me? All right. So remember, guys, before we leave, just remember help us get to 200 subscribers on YouTube, and we'll do that Halloween special. We promise.
Special.
Oh,
Yeah.
We want to do it. Like, if we don't reach it, it's gonna be sad.
Yeah, we want to, but you guys need to get us to
Yeah,
200.
please.
Please. We're currently at the time of recording 54 subscribers.
Got a ways
Guys.
to go.
Guys.
I was like, there's like 100 of you guys following.
You do realize there's 4 weeks and a few days. That's like 4 more episodes. We're not even halfway there. Guys, please shout us out on your stories, guys. That's gonna help us out a lot. Yeah. it's mainly like the same people who are watching our videos, which is fine. We appreciate every view, but we want more people to know about us. So please, we would really appreciate it if you would share us on your stories, talk to us, to your friends, just mention us. We really, really
also
appreciate
put more
it.
content too.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
also be putting more content.
we're working on it.
Yeah.
We'll do our part too,
Yeah.
We won't just ask for you to help us and not do anything. We'll do
Just get us
better.
there.
We'll do better, we promise. All right. But besides that, I think we want to mention a shout out. It was one of our viewers' birthday recently.
Mm-hmm.
Bethsaida.
Mm-hmm.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated
birthday.
Yes, happy belated birthday to you.
Birthday, Beth.
Hopefully many more, and also we have our first hashtag, guys.
Our first movement.
Yeah, this is big, guys. Hashtag bring Mare back.
Bring Mare back.
Yeah.
Bring Mare back.
For those of you who don't know, that's the guest we had on episode 3.
3?
Yeah,
2 or 3?
Don't remember.
3.
3?
The one where we made Aziel cry.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, Mare was on that one. Yeah.
We have a
Bring
few
Mare
people
back.
who want Mare
If
back.
enough people hop on the movement, we'll do
bring Mare back.
All right.
Mare back.
We'll bring Mare back.
Yeah, and we don't have facts for today. We're running out of time.
Okay.
But yeah,
We did lots of facts today. Let's just
Bears eat beets.
bears eat beets.
Yeah.
Bears.
Have you guys not seen The Office?
Beats.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. What is going on?
All right, yeah, that's your fact for today.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
it.
that was it for today's
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, please shout us out
Yeah.
on your story. Share
Share,
us.
shout us out. Let your friends know.
Yeah. Let them see what they're missing out on.
Let us
It's fun.
know what we're missing. Anything.
Yeah, in the
You
comments.
guys.
Speaking of something missing, we never addressed this, but Daniel's not here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I noticed halfway through.
Daniel's not here. He couldn't make it today. So yeah, we just did it with us. But yeah, if you guys were wondering, like, where's the other guy? Where?
He's like, hey, Daniel's
Yeah.
missing. That's what's
like-
missing.
Daniel's not there.
What?
Oh, let's not listen to
The
this.
double socks guy's not there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't make it today, so it was just us for today. But
he had a tragic accident.
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't. No,
Alright, okay.
he's
But
fine.
anyways, yeah, guys. So thank you for watching, and
Yeah,
good to go.
yeah. I mean,
We'll
just
see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Make sure to go and like and follow all our social media, all our platforms down in our link tree, which is down below in our descriptions. Make sure to go there, follow everything.
Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube. Like we said in all our videos, help us reach 200 subscribers, and we'll do a special episode for you guys. But yeah, make sure to shout us out, tell everyone about us so we can reach that goal.
And go ahead and listen to us and rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Peace.
See ya.